and creator of the World Walkers universe. This is our the week of our 2-year anniversary. So pretty exciting. I'm Pedro, the GM and creator I of the left World the sound Walkers on. Universe. This is
what sound?
The stream was on, so I started hearing myself talk to myself.
Oh.
I know the sound works.
Well, that's great.
That's great.
And it works for everybody?
I mean, I heard... someone needs to go check, I guess. I'm pretty sure it does.
I didn't hear audio, but that's because my stream is still muted from when I was checking it out yesterday.
Ad.
That's funny. Oh, man. That was really funny. So right before the stream, we were talking about the fact that... my daughter really wants... We beat Spider-Man. Oh, good. My daughter and I beat Spider-Man recently, which I might clip the ending for anyone that wants to see it because it's pretty funny. If anyone's beaten Spider-Man, you'll understand why. But she wants to play a new game with me, and she went to my shelf and she picked out a game that I hadn't played yet. She is convinced Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus, as opposed to the old one, because played out. This is the game for us. And I keep telling her that I'm pretty sure this is like different than Cookie Swirl C. The mission, liberate America from the Nazis, still working on that one. The plan, kill every Nazi in your way. I mean, it sounds legit. Haven't played it yet, but I told my wife, I was like, Willow really wants to play this, and I feel like this isn't gonna work, with my 4-year-old daughter. And my wife was like, I mean, I don't care as long as she's playing with you. And I was like, really? What? Like, I thought I'd be able to use my wife as the excuse why we couldn't play it.
Now, does she know what Wolfenstein is?
Oh, she absolutely knows what it is.
All right.
I think we watched it on E3 together. Like, she knows all about it. I was like, really? She's like, as long as she's playing with you, I don't care. Like, it's Nazis.
It's like, yeah, but there's like, you're painting a room with blood.
She's like, I don't care. I was like, but we got battle chasers. There's animated intros and Gully.
Yeah.
Gully. Calvaretto. And she's like, I don't know, Daddy. I think this one looks so cool.
Get her into Just Cause 4.
I want to, but I put it on my stupid Christmas list, and now I gotta wait. So now I think maybe I'll go rent it and start my data, and then when someone buys it for me, I can just like continue.
They've done so many good directions with the game. It's still kind of I love it so much. Grapple customization is
off the chain.
Well, so what they do is they give you 3 loadouts that you can set to whatever. The tutorial makes you set the balloons, rocket boosters, and regular grapple. They're each separate loadouts, but you can change them later. It's just kind of tutorial stuff.
That's interesting.
But yeah, you can fully customize everything. You can customize how far the grapple retracts. If it retracts automatically, or if you have to press a button or hold a button, you can set how fast it retracts, how strong it retracts. That's just the grapple.
Man,
you can't fault them for sticking with their shtick.
Man, that sounds awesome. I can't wait.
Getting into the balloon or the rocket boosters.
I know that Smash comes out on Friday, and Wesley wants to do like a big World Walkers Smash stream, starring just him and me. I think we're the only ones that play Smash. Well, I play Smash, and Frank,
what up? I'm listening.
You're a World Walker.
Oh. Well, you know what I mean? Like,
do you want to play with not Friday? No.
Yeah, when?
I don't know. We're gonna figure
tomorrow.
It out. But tomorrow?
Man, come at me at midnight.
Fucking, they've already.
I can't.
The game fully got leaked already. It's stupid.
I know. It's been great.
I dead ass went up to someone at Walmart, two people who were putting away Switch games, and said, "Hey man, any of you guys feel like breaking the street date on Smash?"
Man, I feel like you could have swabbed it so much better.
No.
I almost went out there and tried to help you get it.
But no, no, it was like they kept talking about how like we could get in trouble and all that, and it's like they would see you buy it, and I said, we'll put a copy of Zelda up top of it, man. It's all good.
Yeah, you could have offered to buy 2 games.
And one guy's like, we don't even have it in yet.
You're a goddamn liar.
I almost said it. Yeah, it was hilarious.
Man, yeah, I want it so bad. I'm gonna be playing it Friday and Saturday, and I'm gonna pick a day to stream it online. So I'm gonna play with one of my old pro Smash buddies on Friday, and we're gonna like try to figure it out. And then Wes and I are gonna pick a day to we'll probably Twitch stream it, and then yeah, I think Sunday we're going to do. It's not too official yet, but I think Sunday we're going to do Monster Makers, which is our. I know, I'm excited, Frankie. Thank you.
Sorry.
Which is our monster creation live stream where he's going to draw and I'm going to. Where we were probably both going to like riff off each other making the monsters, but yeah, we're gonna.
I'm gonna be honest. That name really like had me going for a minute there.
Yeah.
But
then
McElroys have a series.
But what?
The McElroys have a series called Monster Factory. When Justin and Griffin worked at Polygon, they would go into game creators, like game character creators, and they'd make just disgusting monsters. And they left Polygon, but they're still doing Monster Factory. They just released their newest one, which is Soul Calibur 6.
Oh no!
Oh god!
And it's some fun shit. And I was like, what? What is that?
Now,
I read the Patreon post and I was like, oh, wait. I separate this.
No, it's pretty exciting. He's going to draw them up and then, yeah, I'm going to stat them out and release them on Patreon for anyone who's like at the History Keeper level, which is like the $10 level. And then they're like fully playable. So I'm pretty excited. Who wants to recap where we're at?
Can I screen share so I can play Folsom Prison Blues?
Hell yeah. Let's make sure this is unplayable.
Right. I'm kidding.
This bot is getting fully muted.
Last we left off, we spent a lot of time hanging out and looking at this really badass magic shop that had like all these cool little trinkets. Like the cloak of billowing, a key that can open any door, but only once.
I feel really guilty, by the way. I want to make it clear, no one picked up on it, that I was hoping somebody would investigate. Those people play twins for their shop.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
Nice.
I feel it was funny because Data's character is not smart enough to know. So like any of the little things that like he would know about the town, he can't tell you guys.
Aw.
Don't feel bad. It's just role playing.
I know, it's funny. But yeah. And then we needed to put our head down for the night, so we headed over to the Horizon Walkers headquarters inside Morgan.
Great place to be.
Where we are all but in name placed on house arrest because we're extra dimensional travelers.
No, come on, man. They were simply kind enough to post many guards outside our door for our safety.
Yeah.
We have a really comfortable room we could stay in with some beds.
Yeah.
There are no dogs in this room.
Not yet.
Only bears.
It's funny you should think that.
There are none.
Who's the dog?
He has a
his little-
spirit dog, but it's a spirit dog and not a dog.
He's not in the room right now.
Yeah, the spirit dog follows you around and you left.
The spirit dog is with us in spirit.
Yes.
No, that's not even true then. The spirit left us. We can't even get a fucking spirit dog to hang out with us.
God damn it.
Well, next level.
Broke of money and broke of spirit.
Maybe next level I'll make Tatsu into a dog.
Jeez.
So it'll be
Fine.
less of a Digimon.
Less
All right.
dinosaur, more.
Maybe it'll be a fucking duck.
Would his mouth still be on his tail?
That could be pretty frightening. You ever see duck teeth?
God, all you viewers
Don't-
out there need to be fucking glad that you're not in the Discord for this chat because Frank posts some messed up shit. Hey Frank, I decoded that message you posted. What the fuck was that?
Oh, you
God.
did? I thought I got rid of it before you saw it.
No, I got to it, and it's the Val is a horror monster. The message literally said
Whore monster?
Yeah, a horror monster. It's the message literally said when decoded. Val's
Pedro, I heard it as well, but I think what he intended is terrifying monster
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
creature
it's a-
from a nightmare.
It's a monster from a horror.
Not what you.
Oh, horror monster.
Horror. Or
He's like, Val is a whore monster. I was like, God.
Fucking, I don't know about that.
Like
but,
in Whose Line? A horror.
Horror. I thought it was just like, fucking skank.
Fucking horror monster.
no, I'm going to tell you what this message said. Frank,
Please.
shut the fuck up, Frank. It said that Val's teeth are flaccid until she sees food or smells it.
I feel like he
Why
said
did you put
something
that in the
similar.
chat, Frank?
I feel like he
It was
said something
coded.
similar to this
Frank.
before.
We talked about this
I
privately.
know.
Why?
I got rid of that message.
I'm like 80%
Not
sure
fast
he has
enough.
talked about this before. Something similar, maybe not Val.
I took
but
it from a
for
Tumblr
someone.
post.
Oh, that's yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
No, I
know
put it in the-
someone.
I put it in the chat and I was like, I think I'm really actually bothering Evie, so I'm just going to get rid of this.
It's disgusting.
It is. That's why I got rid of it. And then you open Pandora's box.
Yeah. Why would you decode it? You knew it was going to be disgusting.
I didn't know how disgusting.
you knew it was
I
going to be
opened
pretty
it.
fucking bad.
I didn't.
I
think
guess
it
I
was
have to
that
be here, but I don't have to listen to it.
Pedro, yeah, good, yeah. Don't listen, not yet. It's not over.
I'm upset
No.
with Frank.
Then more
Well, the
magic
idea was that they.
pulled out.
The
They're
idea
not
was
done
that
yet, Pedro.
Nope.
It's not safe.
We don't
the
know what
idea
Frank's
was that
talking
the teeth are the ones.
We
Like the
don't need-
teeth are prehensile.
about. We don't need to know.
Yeah. Hey
It's
Frank.
fine.
Hey
How
Frank.
are
you-
teeth prehensile?
Good.
Hey
Nope.
Frank.
That's nope.
Hey,
It's
hey
not
Frank.
prehensile.
Now
It's
that I
plastic. Like Val can just like whip her face back and forth with her like mouth open and her teeth just go.
Nope.
no,
Nope.
no.
Nope.
I'm putting an end to the body horror stuff. Don't worry.
Please.
Good.
I'll
God.
keep
No.
it. We're good.
So
God.
anyway. Return to us. It should be safe
You're good,
now.
Pedro. You're good.
It should
Welcome
be
back.
safe.
There is a zombie survival handbook that I swear by that says there is no safe, only safer. That's rule 1.
I know that
Yes.
book.
It's a great book.
Bicycles are the best mode of transportation.
Absolutely.
During the war.
Yes.
Oh, did you see the stork picture I posted?
Yep.
Oh.
What stork?
It's in the general chat.
Oh.
It's in the regular World Walkers chat.
Anyways, I think
It was last night, late last
Frank
night.
covered the recap.
And
I'm
half.
sorry. I'm sorry. I opened Pandora's box and opened the chat, the
Shame.
viewers to all of that shit. But I had to get it out there that Frank has some messed up mind shit, and he should honestly. Be
Frankie
putting
called
his
me.
hands
We were talking this morning, and Frankie's like, I feel like I might have went too far in the chat. And I was like, yeah, Frankie. And that was before I knew that there was like secret decoder ring fucking pervert messages in the fucking
he
chat.
That's not.
He was like,
You-
if you throw it through this, if you throw it through this decoding sequence, you can figure out what it says. Is that okay?
Pedro didn't even
And-
need to know what it was to know. Yes, you've gone
Yeah.
too far.
Oh, hi guys. How's it going? Here's a question for you.
Oh no.
Do you consider flaccid teeth to be perverted?
It's not even perverted. It's just fucked up.
It's just messed up. How you doing? My wife came home.
And once they smell, what? Yeah.
Nope.
Guess
Wait,
who in
wait,
the
wait.
chat was talking about
Nope.
that?
Frank.
Jess is what Frankie say?
Stop.
She just guessed. She just guessed it was Frank.
This
Hey,
is
it's
somebody
Willow.
telling you.
Oh, hey, my daughter got to hear it. How's it going, baby?
Oh no.
What is this?
Eeyore?
A what? A rapple? Pomsy Poos. Series 1. Oh, good. There's more to buy. I see. It's very
I
cute.
really tried showing up at work to deposit money with this wallet, and like no one blinked an eye. I was so sad.
Okay.
I spent
see
$10 on that.
You fucking put an Nintoroid outside your window.
Yeah, they're not surprised anymore, I don't think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess not.
You desensitized them. That's your fault.
Need to take a body pillow to work to sit on.
Oh my goodness.
Don't.
Not.
Frank, don't do that.
I don't roll with Dockies, man.
Roll with what?
Dockies. Makuras.
Hey,
Body
hey,
pillows.
hey, Frank. Hey, Frank's your weeb is showing.
I just
You
showed
have
my
brand names on hand for your body pillows?
well, that's what they're called.
I think it's the Japanese name for them or whatever, right?
Makuras.
Yeah.
Just call them a fucking body pillow, Frank.
Yeah.
I just used to call them Dockies, and I just explained
If you're
what
used to calling them Dockies, then you've taken a few levels.
I'm the one that just showed off the fucking My Little Sister Can't Be This Cute wallet. Like I'm.
What is? I missed
well
it.
past the
I missed
point
it,
of
Frank.
redemption. Like I've got a goddamn Miku poster.
What is that?
Hey,
Vocaloid.
it's Hatsune
Digital
Miku,
music.
popular Vocaloid. It's probably the most.
You've got that's the idol girl. You have a poster of her.
Hell yeah. Miku's the shit.
Miku?
It's
Hatsune Miku.
she's honestly probably the most mainstream anime thing.
Honestly,
No, I know who she is.
know
Frankie showed me like her as a newscaster or something like that.
Yeah,
one.
News 39.
Hey, Pedro, is it too late to put Frank in an insane asylum?
anyways. Oh,
This would not qualify Frank for an insane asylum.
That's true.
everything else
I wasn't
on
gonna
top,
say it.
but beforehand.
What about the flaccid teeth?
Frankie talking about flaccid teeth and drawing fingers on thumbs.
Okay, so is it canon that Val can
Four-legged
draw
turkey.
extra fingers?
No.
We have to discuss this.
No, I started all this because you guys kept making.
Welcome
jokes
to
on me
World
being
Walkers Rhalanas, where fill in the blank.
That's why I started.
For
all
some reason, the characters have been put on house arrest. Things should go fine.
It's because Val's a fucked up monster.
No, I'm not. You guys kept making these weird fucking jokes. So I took it
7'17".
They don't know what kind of interdimensional
Her
horror
fist has
she
been
is.
clenched for 3 days.
Oh, that's the worst.
It's true.
I know it sucks because one time,
Isn't your hand wrapped in cloth?
yeah, I had the
like a
gauntlet
whole-
on, and then we just wrapped it in fucking cloth and soy sauce.
With,
whatever
like,
the fuck.
Send soy sauce.
I don't know why I said
we
soy
wrapped-
sauce.
We wrapped a gauntlet in soy sauce. Yes, that's what we
It's to
did.
keep the lever subtle.
Soy sauce is a great known adhesive.
Once
Oh,
it
it's
hardens.
It's
I guess it
sticky.
gets sticky later. Sure.
So anyway, are you all gathered up on the second floor in your room of non-choice?
Yeah.
Everyone except Kaluma.
Yep. Paddington's kind of pacing back and forth, and he says, "So what now? Is this it?"
Maybe we should wait.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, we have to, right?
Let's just wait till Kaluma gets back. Hopefully,
Yeah.
it's not.
I guess in answer to your question, yes, this is it.
How long are we going to wait before we just decide to leave?
You think we can?
I think we can.
But they are like portal keepers or something, so they can probably stop us. I don't know, but I think they could.
I'm getting real tired of everyone being able to stop us. I'm getting real tired of everyone on this world being able to call the shots.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But
That time may be close to ending.
I think we just gotta get through this, and we'll get to the Hall of Reflections,
I mean,
and we'll be out of this hellhole.
he kind of looks over towards the book. He's like, they can't keep us in here.
I'm just worried that maybe they can. I mean, that tower we were in wouldn't let anybody teleport, and these people go to all kinds of places with portals and stuff. What if they can do the same thing?
Let's find out.
I think we should wait. If we leave, it's probably going to reflect badly on Kaluma.
And he kind of catches himself, and he's like, all right, Guardian. And sits down.
I just pat
Besides-
his shoulder.
I think we need some good naps.
All right.
Matthias has been asleep for this entire conversation.
What's Kaluma up to?
Kaluma's probably going to change into into civilian clothes and try and make sure everything's ready for mountain travel. Make sure we resupply.
Mm-hmm.
Then ask for somebody to take a message for him in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you, the entirety of the guild is pretty much open to you. You can restock, resupply, whatever you need. That's completely open to you. You are able to get in contact with someone inside who can deliver whatever message you want to. Is that what you said?
Yeah. Since Lauren's not here, I want to leave a message. Since in Kaluma's mind, everybody's leaving in the morning after we finish a long rest.
Yeah. So they catch up with you and they say, what sort of message are you trying to send off?
I would like to update. I'm in Elvish right now.
Yeah.
I'd like to update him on what's going on. He told me to follow these guys, learn as much as I can.
Lauren's out of contact for a while.
That's not unusual, but what's going on?
Nothing, unfortunately, that apparently any of us can talk about. He's put somebody else in charge of the Horizon Walkers till he gets back.
Who?
Katamar. Now, Katamar is someone that you do know of, but you don't have a lot of experience with. Katamar is someone who, if something were ever to happen to Lauren, Katamar is in charge of the Horizon Walkers. He's not a second in command, though. It's like an emergency. Like, in the event of Lauren's passing, in the event of Lauren's capture or assassination, Katamar is brought in. Word amongst the Horizon Walkers is that Katamar almost runs like a shadow organization version of the Horizon Walkers, so you guys almost never see him. So the idea that he's here now probably doesn't sit very well with you. But the person you're talking to is trying to assure you, Lauren's fine, things are cool, don't worry about it. They're saying it a little smoother in some kind of cool elvish way, like, by the light of the moons and the 7 stars of who gives a shit. Very, very, very Lord of the Ring-ish, right? But in their own shitty elvish way, they're telling you it's fine, don't worry about it. Katamar's just here. Don't worry about it. But Katamar will be here tomorrow morning to speak with you about the situation with your off-world duties and the crew that you've been in charge of, or that you've been put in charge of. He's going to want a full report from you. He's going to, and he tells you you're to write up a report and explain and to give an assessment of their dangers.
Kaluma's just gonna stare at him like, write a report?
I see. I'll pass along. You're to report to him tomorrow and give a face-to-face regarding any possible dangers this group might present. There's been there's been word that they may be a lot more dangerous than initially thought.
Really?
They lost their world and they missed their home, of course.
That mouse over there looks pretty intimidating.
Yeah, this is music to my ears. All right, we're
I mean-
dangerous.
In the same way, if something happened to Morgan, I would be pretty upset and I would probably come across differently too.
That's something he's going to want to know. Do they seem pretty unhinged?
Just
We're straight as an arrow.
Play music.
The pause in his response speaks volumes.
It takes him a while to think things over.
Basically, what they're going to want to know is they spent time in King Kaladar's kingdom, correct? You were there with them? He's going to want to know, was there any trouble there? Do they seem to be dealing with the loss of their world? Like how are they dealing with these situations? Are they unhinged?
Val shouts from the rooftop. I ain't unhinged. I never lost control of my life.
How did you get on the roof?
By staying in control.
You're not my dad.
You're not my real dad.
Okay. In the morning?
Yes. In the meantime, you'll of course be kept separate from them, and you'll be able to stay in your private quarters.
Fuck. This is a player saying that, not Kaluma.
I know.
So, like, what do his quarters look like? Is it like a 1-bedroom apartment, studio, 2-bedroom apartment? I want to know what kind of digs he has.
Lots of picture books.
That might not be very far off.
Are they
Might not be
pop-up
very far off, but I'm still shedding a single tear.
Okay. I think this conversation is over. Where am I meeting him in the morning, or is somebody just gonna come grab me?
You should report to Lauren's office at dawn.
Okay. As soon as the conversation is over, Pedro, Kaluma's going to Lauren's office now.
Okay. All right.
Breaking the law. Breaking the law.
Lauren's office is on the second floor. It's right in the kind of the like. There's a big walkway around the main hall, and it's a grand door. It's decorated with many sigils that you would know are kind of representation of many worlds. Each one is a sigil that he's personally carved from a different world that he's visited. But yeah, you can walk up to the door and you just knock, or what do you do?
I open the door.
You just open it?
Yeah, Kaluma and Lauren, like, Kaluma doesn't really fit in very well. Lauren's like the only person that he's really hung out with, so it's just kind of like the door. This is
All right. Yep. So you open the door and you kind of just push it open. Lauren's office is probably about like 60 feet wide. It's a beautiful office, and it's got kind of these different relics from, you would, maybe someone else who walked in would just think that he's kind of eccentric and has these kind of haphazard objects from who knows where. You would know that they are scattered relics from many different worlds. Kind of, there's all these bookcases with glass. There's so many objects that they have no rhyme or reason to them, and they're all encased in this like beautiful. They look like they're glass, but you know personally. Good luck trying to shatter it. And you take a step in. There's somebody standing at the desk already. That's talking to somebody behind the desk. This person stands. They've got they kind of throw you off at first because they're a little over 6 feet tall, wide shoulders. They're covered in what looks like dragon scale armor at first, and they look to be composed of blue and gold scales. And what throws you off is that this armor seems to have a tail attached to it. When the person turns towards you, though, it throws you off because it does not seem to be dragon scale armor. It seems to be dragonborn. It's very rare that you would see someone of this race here inside Morgan. Person turns to you. They seem very noble, but also a little bit cocky. And he looks and kind of gives you a smile, and he says, "Pardon me, I did not know that you had a meeting." And with that, kind of just makes his way out. Person behind the desk raises an eyebrow at you. They have a black, really shaggy hair, really thick eyebrows, a very bushy mustache, and a really shaggy kind of a foresty beard. They are covered in furs. They look to be a man of the woods. They have a huge longbow on their back, and they have a long cloak that's made of furs as well. If they were to lay down, you'd be almost indistinguishable from a bearskin rug. And he says, "Excuse me. The hell did you just do?" He's speaking in common.
Oh, does Kaluma recognize this person?
You've seen him only once or twice in your life, but this is Katamar.
Oh. I didn't think this room was going to be used until morning.
And he is speaking in common, so if you're speaking in Elvish, he just looks at you like, "What?"
Oh no.
It's not no.
Oh no, Kaluma's one weakness, common.
I came here to unwind.
Give me a perception check.
Well, that's not good. Can I use my passive?
No, because this is like a real split second thing.
11.
Nope. So what's so important that you had to interrupt that meeting?
I came to unwind before I spoke to you in morning.
You came into this office to unwind?
Yes.
Well, you're here now. Must have that meeting now. I trust you're prepared. You've been spending a lot of time with these off-worlders.
Okay.
Give it to me.
All right.
And
Is
he
there a
takes a
chair
seat.
Kaluma could
There's
sit
not a
in?
chair for you. There's a chair for him, and he takes it. He lays back.
All right.
Puts a foot
Kaluma's
up on
gonna
the
go
desk.
over and sit on the desk.
What'd you say?
Kaluma's gonna head over and just sit on the edge of the desk.
And he kicks you off. He says, "Get your ass off that desk."
Guy is rude.
Head of the Horizon Walkers. You think you sit in my presence?
Oh boy.
I did.
Nice.
Oh,
Head of mostly elves.
If this is the
Yes,
way
elvish.
that you talk to Lauren, you need to get that shit out of your system right now. Things don't work like that around here anymore. I am the commander around here. If you don't know how ranks work around here, you figure it out real fast.
well, this is going to be a fun meeting.
New boss.
Can't even speak Elvish.
Okay, I think I have it figured out.
Oh, good.
Kaluma's just going to stare at him until he says something.
Oh my god.
If this is you figuring it out, means you're not. It means you're incompetent. You're off that group then. I'll put somebody else in charge.
Ooh.
Thanks anyway. You're dismissed.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Kaluma's going to walk out and wonder what happened.
Oh, Jesus.
All right.
Where do you wander off to?
It's time to go. You got no pleasure here anymore.
He gets
Pleasure's
up and
over.
walks out past you guys.
Fuck.
Or walks out past you, Kaluma.
Oh, does that mean he's done with the office?
Yeah. You taking it?
I think so.
Squatters'
All right,
rights.
cool, yeah.
Oh my
Squatters' rights.
Yeah.
No, I just...
So we're
I
up
think Kaluma's feeling a little confused. So I think he's just going to, like... The three places that Kaluma would hang out in the city would be just a park,
Mm-hmm.
the archery range, or Lauren's office. Everywhere else is just... It has so many rules, so many things that Kaluma doesn't understand, that right now the closest is the office. If he's done with it, he's just going to go back in for a moment, collect himself, and if he's not allowed to stay in there, he'll go to the archery range. But for now, yeah, let's go into Lauren's office and just take a moment. What are the Horizon Walkers supposed... Like, Kaluma's just going to look at all of the little trinkets,
Sure.
all of these little things, and just try to play back to himself. How did the Horizons get started? Why do they do this? Why do they care?
The Horizon Walkers were formed, and the reason that they care is basically they are called forth whenever there's a threat from one world to the next. So, like, there's a portal between, let's say a rift opens between Menroth and Obrimos, right? And there's going to be a planar threat. The Horizon Walkers would be called in to help protect the two worlds. So let's say like there's a village off the coast of let's say there's a village on Obrimos, and suddenly like a portal opens up and there's some sort of Githyanki invasion that's going to come in. The Horizon Walkers could be called to help fight that off. Let's say that somebody opens up a book on Rhalanas and there's this portal energy that keeps surging forward and nobody knows what's going on. An expert could be called from the Horizon Walkers to find out what it means. Like, they could handle all sorts of things.
So basically, they should have handled what we handled before
Mm-hmm.
for the king.
Yeah.
Technically, I was there.
I got him. All right. So in the meantime, there's a knock on the your guys' door.
Hello? I'll go open the door, I guess.
All right. You open the door. So Mabel opens the door. All right.
Unless
You
somebody
open.
else does.
All right. Yeah.
Mabel uses her witch powers.
She
to
jumps
open
up.
the door.
You open the door, and the gentleman that was described earlier, Katamar,
The wild man of Borneo.
oh, man of Borneo. Hey,
Hi.
I need to speak with
Mars
all
sounds
of
like
you.
a ball.
Oh, okay.
Have a
Y'all are
seat.
gonna have to wake me up.
Wake that bear up.
Ah, yes.
He comes in and shuts the door.
Everything all right?
We're gonna have to have a talk.
What's going on?
What?
One of the Horizon Walkers that used to be in charge of your group, Kaluma,
Mm-hmm.
he was put in charge to assess your situation, assess your threat level, understand what you were doing here. He's been deemed incompetent. He's been unable to provide any sort of reasonable or intelligent report on your group's activities, and so I'm going to have to assess the threat myself. So need all of you to sit down, and we're going to conduct this interview right now.
Oh.
All right. Well, Val's already sitting.
I mean,
Alright.
I have nowhere to sit, so I continue standing.
I don't know how big this room is, so I'm assuming I'm just still on the bed.
Sure, yeah, everyone can take a seat where they want to.
All right.
All right. Paddington kind of just wanders over and sits on the ground.
Yeah. Hi, Paddington.
I'll sit next to Paddington. Just
I'll exchange a look with Paddington like this motherfucker.
Yeah, Paddington's like,
Is he black facing Paddington with all the fur?
well, Paddington, give me a perception check, Frank,
Yeah.
if you're looking at Paddington.
Perception, wisdom. Oof.
Perception, not insight.
Oh, sorry, insight, yeah.
I don't think that's going to be any better, but shit, no. All right. So let's get to +1. Oh, shit. Hold on. Not +10, +1. 9.
9. He's got eyes.
Yeah, how's it feel to have a bear be destroyed in front of you?
Yeah, this guy looks like an asshole.
So, yeah, Katamar sits down and he says, so, what happened to your world?
Rhalanas seemingly imploded.
Who are you?
I am Valerie Crease, the new guardian of Rhalanas.
You're the Guardian?
I'm the guardian.
What happened to your hand?
The old guardian had trapped a being inside of a shard of a mirror, and inside that shard he sits. So and he had it clasped in the gauntlet. So we've wrapped up the gauntlet, and our current plan is to go over to the halls of reflection and let it out there, where as per Casper's instructions.
You're telling me you got some
Jasper.
dangerous creature wrapped up in a blanket and a glove right there?
Yes.
Does Gasper know about this?
Yes.
And he's
going to
okay
help
with it.
us.
So the
This is how I feel whenever we talk about our group's activities. This
so,
is out of character.
so you got a portal inside your glove.
A portal?
That's what it sounds like. You
No,
got
it's a shard. And once if I were to release my grasp, it would come out. But the shard is not a portal.
Can you go in and out of it?
I don't think we can we? I think whatever's trapped in there is inside the shard, but I don't think it's a portal in and of itself.
Is anything else in there?
There's a person named Father Jacobs who's in there.
And you can't go in there?
Honestly, I haven't tried because I don't want to open the gauntlet up in the wrong spot, because if this thing gets out, it's big trouble.
And that's inside our city?
We just wanted a place to rest. We're gonna head out in the morning.
What happens if you fall asleep and that blanket slips loose? Inside the Horizon Walkers headquarters.
I am not getting that promotion, am I?
I'm sure you would be very good at helping.
Well, hopefully it doesn't come to that.
And here's the problem we're facing right now, and I already know the answer. You're inside the Horizon Walkers.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you to give me the gauntlet.
And when I don't, what happens next?
Right, and that's where we're at an impasse. I'm not going to tell you to give me the gauntlet because I know who the Guardian is. I know what the Guardian is. I tell you to give me the gauntlet. You're going to tell me no. We're going to go into back and forth. I can't tell you to leave because I'm not done interviewing you and trying to see if you're a threat to our world, which you clearly are. You have some sort of demonic or unnatural force in your hand in a pocket dimension. Go on.
Well,
But to be fair, you did wrap it in a blanket.
you have any chains I could wrap it up instead with? I'm not trying to
He
get
pats the
sarcastic.
furry coat.
What else do you want to know?
So your world collapsed and you decide to come here to Menroth.
We got sent here.
Semantic Society are here.
Mm-hmm.
What happened then?
We fell into the desert of Bastok, I believe it is.
Okay.
And we got involved with some shenanigans.
What are shenanigans?
We got involved in the
And
conflict.
he looks to Tap. What shenanigans?
Activities involving a long story.
Put the thesaurus away.
We got into some.
I asked the turtle.
We needed the help of. Let me look at my notes here.
Sorry. I didn't know that was Tap or you doing that. Then I saw you turn.
Yeah.
Like Tap's like, pardon.
I could see totally Tap.
I know. That's what I was like.
I want somewhat.
I love how we're still we're on zoomed in Pedro.
I know.
Time for your close up.
You're clearly of the weakest. Motherfucker's gonna go potion seller on our ass.
Wait for it.
This motherfucker.
I knew Frankie would love him.
I hate this guy. I hope this guy gets fucking pneumonia.
You can't handle my
I'm
question.
not quite in agreement with the ammonia, but I do not like this person.
We'd have to wait like weeks for pneumonia. Anyway, we needed the.
I hope he's already got pneumonia.
Well, he's just got a cold. Maybe we can help him.
We needed the help of Kaladar, and we happened to fall in the middle of a conflict he had with a race called the Kreen, of which their leader was also from another world. So in exchange for helping him with that predicament and banishing the leader of the Kreen back to their world, he would help us return to ours.
And did he?
He pointed us in the right direction, at least.
What's the right direction?
Where did we go after we visited Kaladar?
Hobbs
Sorry.
Swan.
May I jump in here, or
That's right, it was Hobsbawm.
this is going to be bad?
Hobbs one. So How was your stay in his kingdom?
Uneventful, then eventful, and then
What is eventful?
oh, we just had a bit of a trouble with a short jail sentence for our mouse folk here.
Then he looks to Mabel. Why were you in jail?
I made the guard mad because okay, I've never been drunk before. Okay, I wanted to know what it was like, and he didn't like me playing my music. And
You've been drinking a lot since your world vanished?
no, we just had a feast and we were celebrating when we beat the crane, and then I'm not going to happen ever again though.
You're the only one that got in jail?
No, I think that the dwarves did not like Val and they got into a fight at the bar.
Oh, the guardian ended up in jail too?
I wasn't the guardian yet, but yeah, I got an ass whooping, and I got thrown in jail. In my defense, I was standing up for Kaluma.
Kaluma ended up in jail?
No, Kaluma didn't get in jail. I went to go find out.
What happened to Kaluma? I don't understand. Kaluma just got his shit kicked in?
Kaluma and I went to the tavern inside Bastock. It was filled with dwarves. They didn't take kindly to the presence of an elf.
What was Kaluma doing in a dwarven bar?
Because he came with me.
That didn't answer the question. I said, what was he doing there? He said, because he was there.
We went to the bar to go talk to just get some drinks and shit.
Kaluma knows better than to walk around over there in a bar.
Maybe the heat got to him. I don't know. But Kaluma didn't go in jail. I got my ass kicked, and I got a short sentence of a few days.
It was a big misunderstanding, kind of.
What's the misunderstanding?
I don't think there was a misunderstanding. I think tempers flared and I got an ass beaten.
It was an accident.
Yeah. Well,
here's my question: if you're the guardian, what's wrong with your gauntlet?
When
you're missing a stone.
Missing all of them.
Because he only sees one because of the band.
Whoops. Well, I'm the new guardian, so I had to go find the elder elementals and.
Well, you're not really the guardian then. You just have a glove.
I have the gauntlet. I am the guardian because
you're the guardian of Rhalanas, and there's no Rhalanas. That might have cut all of you deep.
Yeah, it was.
Paddington starts to growl.
Yeah, look, I don't know where the hostility is coming from, but it would be greatly appreciated if we could just dial it back. Like
he gets a little closer.
Listen, he still has to look up at Val.
Maybe
he doesn't seem intimidated by it.
Maybe it would be a good idea.
Is he intimidated by the flaccid teeth?
The teeth turned to him. No, I am the guardian of Rhalanas.
He looks over to Larix. What do you have to add to all this?
I speak for the trees.
Larix isn't the Lorax.
But he has an axe in his lower back.
It's true.
Not very hospitable so far.
I'm sorry?
Not very hospitable so far.
No.
We've come to save our world. You're keeping us captive. We've done you no harm.
There's something I love about adventurers. It's the air of arrogance. If I were to come into your home with possibly a world-ending monstrosity in my fist, but I had expected hospitality, warmth, respect, I don't think I'd have received any of it. I would have been thrown against the wall. I'd have had that axe at my throat, and I'd have been told that I'd be giving all the answers that I could give immediately. But when adventurers are given the same kind of respect that adventurers give, well,
Strangely enough, you would have been welcomed. You would have been offered help.
Yeah, if you needed
And
help.
if you had something that big, we would have sent you on your way as soon as possible.
I doubt that.
We wouldn't be complaining about something in your city that you're holding here yourself.
And to be fair, Gasper gave us the clear. And I'm sorry, is he not a big deal?
Not to me. Gasper's a crazy old man. If you want me to be honest, Gasper is supposedly a crazy, powerful old man like his friends who wanders around and honestly contributes nothing. If you want to know the reality of it. He has 6 friends who supposedly have done a lot and who just hang around.
To be fair, we've heard much the same about this city.
And with that, he stands up. You know what? My resources tell me that you have a book that rips open realities and lets you walk anywhere you want to. I have no idea the kind of damage it causes to the fabrics of reality. That's why I'm here. I need to assess the dangers that creates. I also know that, like I said, you have a devastating creature inside this giant woman's hand. And you've got it wrapped up in a cloth.
And we
I also know.
It as soon as possible.
Give me the gauntlet then. I'll get rid of it.
No.
There you go. You want to get rid of it as soon as possible. You know that I can walk it away for you right now.
And
But
leave
no.
it where? You'll just leave it, so you'll just cause a problem. You'll cause the same problem you guys tried to stop.
I can walk it into the elemental plane of fire right now.
And how do you know it would not get out?
Oh, what do I care if it gets out in the elemental plane of fire?
Then it becomes a problem for someone else's world.
In the elemental plane of fire?
If it gets out of the elemental plane of fire, you don't know what this thing's capable of.
Why can't you just walk us to the elemental plane of fire to take it?
Sure.
I look over at Mabel and give her a really bad look.
Then let's go. Let's go drop the gauntlet in the elemental plane of fire together as a family.
We're not dropping shit in the elemental plane of fire.
You're the guardian of a world that doesn't exist anymore. The stones don't exist.
That's where you're wrong, kiddo.
So if you're in charge of saving worlds,
I'm not in charge of saving worlds. I'm in charge of protecting worlds. There's a slight difference.
Unless it's the elemental plane of fire in your example, then whoever lives there can get fucked, right?
If you're in charge of protecting worlds, you didn't protect Rhalanas enough.
Describe to me what happened to Rhalanas, and I will tell you how I would have saved it. Because what I understand from the little bit I know is that it vanished nearly in the blink of an eye. And if you're blaming me for not suddenly jumping in with the Horizon Walkers and saving it, then I would like to point out that your guardian of Rhalanas was there, and the best he could do was throw you all in a fucking hole.
Rhalanas is not completely gone. and it is savable.
Well, then good
That's-
luck saving it. In the meantime, I need to see what you're using to rip holes through the fabrics of reality.
This guy better have stats because he's about to get an ass whooping.
Can Kaluma make up, like, the office is on the same floor as this conversation is happening place? I imagine there's been some shouting. Can Kaluma make a perception check?
There hasn't been
to hear-
any shouting so far as I can tell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you make a promise you will not take it from us?
I can't because I have to assess whether or not it's dangerous.
Can't give it to you. We're supposed to keep it and hold on to it.
We were told by
Promise.
one of the 7.
One of Gasper's friends.
Mm-hmm.
See the problem? Those people sit around and do nothing all day. But they suddenly intermingle in all the problems of the universe.
As I've heard, they've done much in the past.
Like what?
Do I recall anything they've done?
No.
Didn't one of them create Rhalanas?
Sort of, yeah.
I mean, kind of owe our existence to one of them.
I don't want to get back and forth with you on this.
We're not here to cause harm to your world. We're here to save ours.
This is where we have conflicting problems, though, is that my job is to make sure people are safe, and your job apparently is to rebuild an entire world. And at this point, our roles are conflicting. I've got to make sure that every other world is safe, and you want to make sure that you get to rebuild your one world.
Right now, there are a lot of people from our world scattered. Very powerful people.
Okay.
On different worlds, probably. And we are going to collect them. You don't want them, if you want to keep all of your worlds safe, you don't want them to stay where they are because we don't know what's going to happen. So if we go get everyone, then it will make all the worlds safer.
I don't buy it. You're saying I don't know what will happen, but by that logic, you don't know either. Like, maybe things will get dangerous, maybe things won't get dangerous. Here's the problem. Why can't you just walk worlds like the rest of us? Why can't you find portals and walk around? Why do you have to have the... Like, you won't even let me assess the book. It's my job to ensure the integrity of portals and travel.
Well, it is our job and our promise to keep this book safe.
As far as we're aware, that book is our only way to get our world back. It's not something.
It's not just about travel. It's about recreating the story of Rhalanas.
It's not just a portal creator.
We're going to fill it with our adventures.
I'm sure you can understand that being important to a world like Rhalanas.
No. What? How powerful is this?
It's not the book that's powerful, it's the story.
So you don't need the book then?
We need the book because it gets us around, but the thing that's going to bring Rhalanas back is not so much the book.
So it's the book that opens up these portals that rips you guys across the cosmos.
That's one thing it does.
What else does it do?
Records our stories.
What was the title of the book? The Traveler's Tale?
Traveler's Tale, yeah.
Dad is going insane.
We don't know anything about this guy, man.
Data, we might end up having to kill this guy. Sorry.
What about you? And he looks over at Matthias.
What about me?
I just shake my head.
You're quiet.
I'm gonna go grab a snack.
Okay.
I have nothing to add. This book is important. I'm not letting it go.
And his eyebrow raises. You're not letting it go.
We're under explicit direction not to let the book leave our possession.
You say that we're worried. You're worried we're going to harm other worlds. Yet we've seen what happened to our world. Why would we let that happen to anyone else's?
That's why we helped the Kingdom of Bastok and tried to help with Strike Queen.
He kind of smiles. He says, it's a classic problem, though. You need me to immediately and explicitly trust your intentions and your knowledge and your expertise. Without knowing you or having any extensive knowledge of you, I have to immediately just trust your mission, trust your expertise, and trust your intentions.
We've basically done the same by walking into your city.
No, you needed something out of my city. You're going to do that over and over and over again.
No, we could have rested anywhere.
Well, what do you want to know? What do you want us to tell you about us so that you can trust us?
Therein lies the problem, is that I need to trust you for you to tell me things. What I need is that book so I can examine it. The problem is...
Where's your destroyer of trees?
What?
Where did Kaluma get off to?
He starts to laugh. He's like, Kaluma wouldn't destroy trees. What? Does he destroy trees now? I guess I don't know much about him.
It was an accident.
We got surrounded by these little blobs of
Bleeps, he called them.
yeah.
Bleeps? He just starts to laugh.
We got surrounded by bleeps. We were in a little tiny hut, magical one, and they had surrounded our hut. So he let loose an arrow.
He kind of just backs off. He's like, all right.
Yeah, they blow up when you hit them.
No, I know what bleeps are.
Larix isn't amused at all.
Does the forest here, like, have a heart?
No.
Ours did. That's why we're asking. Like it had a separate reality of its own.
Yeah.
That you could go into. So we were kind of wondering.
Every forest is living no matter what.
Yeah.
Well,
Kaluma has spent time with us. He knows just as much of what's going on as we do. So why hasn't he told you any of this? And where is Lauren?
his eyes kind of narrow. Lauren's off on a mission. As for Kaluma, Kaluma's been removed as your guide.
What? Why?
I'm going to go ahead and roll an insight check at that eye narrowing.
Yeah.
Good call.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
Hey, guys, out of character. Just to remind you, the book doesn't work without the quill that came with it. So he could just examine the book. Does no good.
Well, it doesn't do us any good.
Yeah, but if he takes it, then...
And give him the quill. I don't...
That's a 16 on the inside.
Okay. What now? Just help me remember so I don't mess it up. When did I narrow my eyes exactly?
When he was talking about where Lauren was.
Oh yeah. He doesn't like you asking questions about Lauren is all.
Okay.
Yeah.
He doesn't like us asking questions about most things.
Well, right. But especially Lauren. He's like,
He's just a grumpy butt.
It's true.
I shall read into that what I will.
Sure.
Someone wants
But with a 16, you don't feel like it's related to you guys, at least.
Mm.
Yeah. He says, with Kaluma, he's like, Kaluma's job was to assess whether or not you were a threat, what sort of dangers you posed to Menroth, try and figure things out. He was ill-equipped, let's say.
What do you mean?
He didn't seem to have any sort of assessment at all.
Were you talking to him in common?
Yeah.
I don't think he understands it very well.
That may be the.
Well, let me be clear then. Do any of you speak Elvish?
No.
I can cast tongues.
Yes.
Then he was ill-equipped to assess this group.
Well, I mean, he can understand it, but he can't really speak it.
If he can't speak to you, then he was ill-equipped. He should have not gone with you. He should have been like, hey, I don't think I should go with this group. I can't talk to them.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe there is a reason he thought he was equipped. He probably is more than you thought.
I don't know why you guys want to argue with me so much.
We just don't want to hand over the book.
And you know what? Don't hand over the book. How's that? If you're holding some sort of powerful force in your hand and you don't want to work with me, if you've got a book that rips open portals and you don't want the Horizon Walkers to assess whether or not it's a threat to our world, then don't. Both are fine, but you're banished from Menroth. It's as simple as that.
Pedro, do we know if this actually does create portals?
It doesn't create portals, no. He keeps saying it, but it doesn't know.
Well, this thing doesn't even open portals.
I wouldn't know. You have yet to let me examine it. So, you're banished from Menroth. Take a half hour to gather your things. Rest up, make a plan, and then we'll escort you to the portal on premises, and we'll see you off world. And with that, he gets up and he walks out.
Can you bring Kaluma back?
Kaluma's not with you anymore. Thank you.
We don't want to say goodbye.
I bet. And he walks away.
We have a conundrum.
Kaluma, what are you up to?
That guy's an asshole. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Someone's power hungry.
Like, I get it. I get the whole, like, spurn.
I guess, yeah, give them a second to kind of talk for a minute. But yeah.
Sorry, I'm
still working on
no problem.
Like, I get the whole spurned guardsman thing about adventures, but like every fucking place we go to, just with these fucking troubled guards. Like they've been
or hate adventurers.
Paddington's just kind of sitting
been
there.
going on for hundreds of years, Frank.
I get it, but like
hundreds of years of adventurers just showing up and getting what they want.
Paddington's kind of just sitting there quiet, and he's like, I don't know. I used to be a constable. And he kind of looks over and he's like, adventurers do kind of just roll into towns and ask for explicit blind trust. And he kind of stands up and smiles. He goes, it's weird being on the other side because I need him to believe us.
Right. I'm with you. I'm with you, Paddington.
Well,
He goes, I don't know what to do.
how did people convince you when they were coming through?
They never did. They just told me that they needed me to believe them. And they never offered any evidence. They just said, believe me. And they wanted me to keep talking to them until I believed them. But they never offered me any evidence. They just kept talking at me
Well, we should have wrote
until they left or tried to attack me.
Should
Yeah.
we take him somewhere, you think?
We should have taken him to fucking the church.
I don't know if we should take him there, but
It would shut him up at least.
Paddington just starts walking the room, pacing. He's like, I'm so. Oh, God. He just starts scratching his fur.
It's okay, Paddington.
No, it's not. I don't like this.
We're going.
Hey,
we'll figure
This
it
is
out.
a new different.
Maybe. Mabel, can you send a message to Kaluma? It's time to rally the troops and
What should I tell him?
Something in Elvish.
I can cancel.
But we don't know where he is.
tell him to come up.
But are they going to let him?
Well, he can get to the door at least, and then we'll open the door. And then you can finish writing, and then they GTFO or they got the fuck out. And then we just go boom right over the Hall of Reflection. Like we'll just sleep out there.
I don't know if it's going to work though.
I don't want these people hunting us throughout.
They're gonna hunt us anyway because like this is a Cap. I think this is a done deal. Like they're
Whoa.
Hang
Paddington's like, whoa. Pause up. What are you talking about hunting us?
I think that like they think they can banish from Menroth.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
let's pretend that let's assume that they probably can't because
oh my gosh.
What?
can they?
They're like portal police.
Yeah.
Remember,
Yeah,
Paddington, when you said Kaluma was acting
Who's
more
talking
like
to
a
me?
security guard? Kaluma remembers.
I think the
so-
idea of taking him with us somewhere so he can see what it's like is probably a good idea.
Right. I
If he's
think
down for it,
right, that we need to offer some evidence.
If he's down
Yeah.
for it, yeah. I mean, if we can try and summon him, but I don't think he's. I think he's had it with us.
But if we are giving him some,
Well,
No,
I
I'm
see.
like-
Yeah, I see
think-
two options for compromise. We can take him with us using
Yeah.
the book, or he can examine it in our presence.
I don't want to give it to him.
Yeah, shoot him a message. Shoot him a message. Tell him we'll teleport him somewhere.
Yeah. Where are we going to take him? Because I don't think we should take him to Rhalanas. I don't know if that's a good idea or not.
Take him to Ganstaff.
Okay. Okay.
If we take him to Rhalanas, we can show him what we're fighting for.
Yeah, but
He doesn't need. To
can we
know.
trust take him there?
I wouldn't take him there. No, fuck him.
No, I don't want to.
He's interested in how the books work. He doesn't seem to care.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's just teleport over to Ganstaff.
So you watch Kaluma. I don't know where you're at right now, but you can hear a lot of commotion outside. If you're in somewhere in the building, you hear a lot of commotion.
Is it from the second floor?
Yeah.
Sneak up there and just look around the corner.
Yep. Looks like Katamar's getting a bunch of the Horizon Walkers together.
I'm gonna.
Is there
Okay.
a window to the children's room?
The children's room.
Oh, to the I mean, like to the nursery. I was like, I was like, what are you going to do?
There's a
Type
Jerry.
of kid created a version.
No, Anakin, don't do it.
There's a daycare on the premises.
I know that it is not a window. That'd have been funny. It's like, wait, guys, let's just leave.
Guys, shimmy out the window. Oh wait, we've got two giant bears.
He
Yeah.
stands there with a boom box.
This is probably too much for Kaluma, so I'm going to ask anyway. Is there a room that shares a wall with theirs that Kaluma could go in and just kind of like tap on the side and try to talk to them through the wall? But I think this requires too much brain power for Kaluma to actually get.
If you're insisting on that, I guess go ahead and roll an intelligence check then.
Thank you.
Oh boy.
It'll be fine. I'll use my orange die.
In about
There you go.
20 minutes. We're out of this place in 20 minutes. This is a heads up.
Hands are up.
You don't have.
See what it
You rolled
is.
keyboard.
No,
So
I,
far
I,
away.
I rolled a 16, so it's a
Nice.
13.
10.
Yeah, it's good enough.
This is the most Kaluma has ever thought in his life.
Aw.
Like, this is the. Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
He's thinking in Elvish.
All right, so yeah.
That calculating meme. What is that?
Hello.
Hello?
Tap casts a message through the wall. What the hell are you doing?
You cast a message to the wall?
Yeah, I didn't think you could aim it like that.
You know
it'll
where
go-
someone
it'll
is.
Go through walls as long as I know someone's on the other side.
Oh, you don't need to know who it is?
Well, he
I
just-
do need to know who it is, but I'm making
Okay.
an assumption.
Well, didn't he just say
You're
First
something?
making a guess that you know who it is.
Hey, I
Well,
don't think
didn't
you have to cast it at somebody. I think you have to know.
Did Klumas just say something? Can we hear him through the wall?
He's not saying anything. He's just like,
I thought he did say something.
I said hello.
oh, well then, yeah, then it's not a guess. It's just Kaluma.
Yeah.
I don't know. That sounds like a pretty good educated guess.
Yeah.
So
What did you tell him? What's going? No, not that. He wouldn't know that he would want to talk to him. Just
Remember-
what's going on?
cast again. We told him about the book and our mission. You've been fired.
No, that's too many.
What do you mean?
7 words.
Does message have 7
Oh,
words?
no. This isn't. This is the cantrip message.
Yeah. Message is a different. Message is different. It's just like
I
short.
whisper a message, which
You have
can
to be
last 6
close.
seconds, I guess.
You just have to be close by.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
120 feet.
Cool. Let's talk. Great. Sorry, my misunderstanding.
Well, you're Kaluma, so.
We're not allowed to talk. Never again.
Sorry, guys.
For what?
I'm teasing you.
I know, but this is just hard.
No, I'm sorry, man.
You're good. What's up, Tap?
Will the Horizon Walkers be able to track and hunt us throughout Menra?
Yes.
I think we need to compromise.
Okay. So should we take him to Gunstaff then?
And outside of Menroth.
I can add that, yeah.
We really need to compromise.
So we're taking him with us somewhere then? Just
Yeah.
yes?
I mean, we
we
should
can offer to
take him
take
with
it.
his permission.
Examine the book while we're there.
Well,
I think-
yes, with his permission. I just-
We only ever ask for consent around here.
That's right.
so we all agree.
Messaging through the wall. We're reconsidering our flat opposition to letting him touch the book.
What Tap said probably does not make sense to you.
Did you guys do something unusual? Because, like, a lot of them are Martian. Like, please note, you're just probably hearing muffled talking behind the wall.
Oh, no,
at this
wait, he
point.
can understand you now.
can
Sorry.
reply.
Yeah, it's in your head.
Yeah.
Luma's still saying it out loud.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
That's how he communicates.
With his word mouth.
Faster.
So we all agree.
Yeah,
About what?
we'll take him somewhere and know
And
that.
Tap's been relaying the information back and forth.
Well, I think the plan is that we're going to try and compromise and let the wild man of Borneo travel somewhere to Gandalf.
Yes, that's yeah.
He sounds awesome. Who's that?
He's the asswipe that's in charge of this place.
Are we okay with letting him examine that book
What?
in our presence?
Why? I thought we were just going to take him with us.
Yeah,
He may
we'll,
not- he may
we'll
not.
demonstrate it for him.
He may
I'm
not
wanting
go.
2 options,
He
a
may
backup
want-
option.
Give me an intelligence check, Data.
Advantage or just normal?
Just normal. I don't think you're ever going to get an advantage on your intelligence check. I'm in my element. Durr. Oh, man. Double or nothing. Anyway, go on.
So
I'm going to go open the door. Are there any guards there?
The door's locked.
Oh, it's
Oh.
locked.
So
Give a
no,
little knock.
Yeah.
they have high confidence in their locks.
There's no answer.
All right. I'll just send him a message then.
You
Don't-
send Casper a message, or Gasper maybe a message instead?
He doesn't like Gasper. What is?
Well, Gasper can maybe throw some weight around and go like, hey, look, assholes, maybe don't hunt the fucking refugees of Rhalanas.
Yeah, he doesn't like Gasper. Why would he?
Yeah, he very specifically said he has no pivot. He doesn't have a high opinion of Gasper because he thinks he's an old man who does jack shit.
I'm just
Well, I think
going.
we have a simpler solution at the moment than pitting them
Look.
against each other.
Okay, I'm just gonna send him a message. Okay.
Also, that's again like as Gasper wouldn't want to do it because it would affect the story.
What? Yeah. I'm sending Katamar a message. That's what I was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ooh.
Demasi.
I'm sending Katamar a message. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry.
Bye.
The message.
Fine.
Whatever you send him comes back to you, and it enters your own head.
Oh,
I
shit.
can't send him a message.
It
Fuck.
doesn't seem like it.
God
He's
damn it.
He's wearing a lead bucket.
No, but it's like
We figured it
He's
out.
probably protected from that shit. God damn it.
He's wearing a lead bucket.
a lead bucket,
Forbid
an
having
invisible lead bucket.
message.
Well, for all I know, Pedro, he takes the bucket off when he talks to people.
He's a gentleman, if nothing else.
When he's alone, he puts the bucket on.
I'll be right back. I use the restroom.
Good luck.
Man, I
Sorry,
should have
What?
fucking. Oh,
I said good luck. I don't know why I said it.
Good luck.
What's up, Callie? Get it out of your system at least.
I don't know if it would have been helpful, but I could have cast calm emotions. God damn it.
I'm sure he would have
Fuck
taken.
me. I haven't gotten to fucking use it yet.
I'd have zoomed out at least. I'd have zoomed out.
I mean, at least it would have given us a second. Like, a fucking.
I feel like if you would have started casting anything.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't have been real happy, but still, just the thought, God damn it. Ugh. God damn it. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I can't fucking
So-
send him a message.
I wonder if you
so-
can cast calm emotion on yourself. Like if you're getting like, God, fuck. Wait a second.
I mean, you can choose to fail.
It's called meditate.
Right.
Choose to fail, so
Hmm.
I could.
It's the
potentially-
Calm app.
I need to download this app.
Can anyone remember why the heck we were here? We were trying to find our way.
Take a nap. And
We
now
came
we're not
here to
even
take-
getting a nap.
We came here to take
No, I
a
mean-
nap and probably get like some advice from Gasper.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean there was
Oh, I thought you meant like here, not
Well, what?
Oh,
not
I think-
Morgan.
Paluma,
Why are we playing this goddamn game?
Paluma was here to talk to Lauren.
Yeah.
So this was just for him. We didn't need him to get to the Hall of Reflection.
No, you guys have
No.
the book. You could get to the Hall of Reflection.
Yeah, we can.
The trade-off is you wouldn't have been able to rescue Father Jacobs without
Relatively sure you guys came here because you couldn't get to the Hall's Reflection without some sort of
Yeah, just-
description
yeah, we
or.
needed to know how, yeah, that's why.
Gasper
Yeah.
showed us.
Yeah,
And we
now
were
we know.
hoping to
what
get
it's like.
that from
It's
Lauren, right?
narratively important that we get here. Now it's
No, no,
narratively
no,
important that we escape.
Well, I'm just trying to cast my mind
I
back a
don't-
couple of weeks.
I mean,
Yeah,
although
we
I
were-
will say, if the book doesn't create portals, I mean, they can track us, but they can't track our portals because we're not making portals.
Well, that might be.
There are
split.
other
It's
ways.
semantics, but
There are other ways.
yes, I know. I'm just saying it'd be a little bit harder.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
They got to
That's all we
squint.
needed. At least they're like a step behind us, you know?
Yeah.
See, I thought we got our description from Gasper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
We did.
He showed us like a hologram.
Yeah, he fucking like showed it all to us.
And then you
Okay, so
found
we
out you
were
guys
just-
had a place to rest. And you're like, we should take advantage.
Yeah, let's get
Yeah.
a real bed.
There you
Yeah.
go. Okay, cool.
Well, somebody had to take
Never
us
again.
to the guild hall.
Never again.
Never
Where
again.
else was I
Never
gonna
gonna
take
rest.
you guys. There's not
Never
a,
gonna
there's not
rest
like
in
a
a home again.
Hotel 6.
Yeah, they don't really have.
Wasn't like the whole place open to us essentially?
They don't really have inns because they don't have visitors.
Yeah.
Uh,
But it
Which
was
is
like,
it.
weren't they all like, stay with us almost? I thought.
Yeah, kind of like
Yeah, they don't like to help out.
elf B&Bs, basically, as far as I could see. But
Yeah, but that's anything's better than
Gotta get
being on
gotta get-
house arrest.
I was
gotta
pretty
get
proud of that pun. Sorry.
I gotta get that
Yeah,
out
it was
of
good.
the scroll.
Elf B&B doesn't sound hospitable.
Obviously
We should.
not.
So what's the haps?
Well, we can't contact him, so what the fuck are we gonna do?
Just trying to leave, like Kaluma.
We
Like-
wait for him to come back.
Kaluma
Well, we could-
or the guy?
We could send Kaluma to deliver the message.
No,
He's
they
not
don't
gonna
have a
listen
good
to him,
relationship.
though.
I mean, Kaluma will do it. If you ask this of Kaluma, he will do it. But as a player, I think it's a bad idea.
Do it.
There you go. Oh, I guess I have to send you.
Kaluma left the room, by the way, because you said you were calling him to come over. So Kaluma wanted to put as much distance between you guys so there's plausible deniability.
All right. Well, you guys plot for a second. I'll be right back.
Okay, Pedro. Bye.
All right. Maybe I'll just if I didn't think they had like if I thought I could get away with it, I would just summon Tatsu right now just in case I got a scrap.
No, I don't think that's the right way to go.
It's probably not, but
Hey, guys.
We need to
What up?
please them.
I do apologize. Let's break down the problem into smaller, manageable pieces.
okay.
The core issue is Bear Grylls, because I don't remember his name.
It's Bear Grylls.
Adamar.
Katamar Damacy.
Katamar. Okay.
Good Thorogood 2.0.
Man.
Katamari Thomas.
Katamar has stated that he wants to assess your threat level,
Yeah.
Mostly the book.
primarily the book. If you lose,
Let's spar.
I mean, that's a lose-lose situation.
Yeah, I know.
Because if you win, you're obviously a threat. But if you lose, he knows that he can just take what he wants now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not doing that. That's definitely not a good idea.
A display
there is
of
considerable-
power, I also don't think is a good idea. I think
We need to roll over and let him rub our tummies.
Yeah.
I don't think that will work on this person. As far as assessing the threat level, I think Evie's idea of giving him the book, but not the quill.
It's
But then he might find nothing extraordinary about the book at all and wonder why.
I don't know. I mean, we can, I guess, if we really want to,
But
but it's either way. If we lose one thing, that's the important thing still. Like,
Yeah,
either way,
we
we're
need both. We need both, but he also needs both. So,
yeah, no, it's not the question of what he's going to do with it. It's the question of, will we get it back? And we can't use it if we don't have both. So whatever we give him doesn't matter. It's still a risk. So
Well, we
are
don't
we
have
willing
to
to
give it
take
him
the
and
risk?
walk away. We can
All right.
work out something. I think
Well,
it bears
sure.
thinking about that. He thinks he can banish us, knowing that we have the book. So I don't want to find out if he really can.
Yeah, I
Right,
don't want to.
no,
I don't want to.
that's
I don't want to
fair.
give him the book. I don't want to. Like, if he wants a demonstration, cool. If he wants to
Right.
hold on to the book, I don't want him to go like, "Wow, this is a really powerful artifact. We should
Right.
use it to police
Okay.
things."
I
Exactly.
think the deal breaker is the book can't leave our sight. That's the only deal breaker.
All right.
Yeah.
Then this
I
seems
guess.
like character decisions, so let's move on to a different topic for now, because I think you guys have your decision you want to go with for the book.
Yeah.
Now, about the Nightmare King.
I thought we already made that one.
Yeah.
I don't
we gotta
know.
go
I don't
to-
know. Val had the idea of eating that.
It's
Yeah,
not-
how are we going
it's
to
a
get
shard of
into
glass.
Yeah.
Well, here's what I mean. As he's also stated, he needs to protect the worlds.
Yeah.
Now, he's already stated that you give him the glove, still wrapped up. He tosses it into the elemental plane of fire, and
the
it's
glove.
destroyed. Hopefully.
But that's
You
also
have
the
already-
glove.
Stated that there's the potential of it still coming back.
It's a
Yeah.
Rhalanas
Especially
monster.
with us.
I mean,
You have
not only
not
would it
stated.
not only would
Wait.
it have the potential of coming back, but it would also have the glove.
And technically wouldn't
What's
Here's
up?
what sorry, Kelly. I just want to
Oh,
stipulate that you never explained why, or kind of the idea of why it has the potential to come back. Why it might not be a final solution to just throw it into the elemental plane of fire.
I mean,
You guys
he
have
might.
just said,
He wouldn't believe us.
Yeah, he might. He might be like, okay, but it gets rid of it for a long time, and then.
so would putting it in the Hall of Remembrance. The difference would be that in the Hall of Remembrance, kind of a toss-up. I actually think the elemental plane of fire does make more logical sense.
Well, the other thing that I'm worried about is that the way that the Guardian of Rhalanas works is basically like you give up the gauntlet to give up being Guardian, right? And giving up being Guardian means you die. So I have a feeling maybe she would fucking die.
It's kind of a yes and no. You can give up being the Guardian at any point,
Well,
but then there's no more Guardian.
like
Then there is no
know.
Guardian.
there's still the issue of like what Gasper said is that if you try and take care of a problem really easily, the problem doesn't stay gone long. It
No.
just comes back because Rhalanas magic and shit.
You did hint at that, but he wasn't listening to it, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be real receptive.
Yeah. And honestly, the plane of fire is a bust anyway, because all it needs to happen is for that thing to either latch back onto
Something else.
Katamari Damacy and ride back, or it just needs to wait for the right elemental to get summoned,
Right.
the right creature to get summoned.
Exactly.
Damn it, I had an idea.
And being that it would have a shard of the mirror,
Mm-hmm.
could look into it.
I have a question. I know my character's not smart enough to figure this out. I think some of you guys would be smart enough.
No.
Different worlds have different rules.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, you have experience with Rhalanas and Menroth.
Yeah.
Have your characters noticed any significant differences between them?
Yeah, Menroth has the rule of being a dick.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean it changes for us overall.
I very specifically asked. When we first got to Menroth if like my nature magic felt different, and Pedro said nah. He said that there was something from the forest calling me, but I asked the king, and he was like, "Yeah, no, that's just the fucking forest being stupid and shitty."
Okay, because that is something as well. If we had more information, it would be easy to justify that the different worlds have different rules. Because it came from Rhalanas, the rules that govern it are different than on Menroth.
Mhm.
It's going to keep coming back until it has a satisfying conclusion.
I don't feel like he would listen to that because I'm not sure he actually would believe in the different rules.
He
Or
might
he
not,
wouldn't care.
but you guys could present it sincerely and expressly, and he might not believe that what you're telling is the truth. He would know that you believe it to be the truth.
Again, caring. That's his big thing, I think.
That's his big problem. He doesn't care about shit.
No.
That
He has
makes
one
it really
job.
difficult to portray him as a ranger.
He has
And he does
one
care.
job.
He just doesn't care about us.
Exactly.
You're right. He cares about himself.
I mean, again, maybe not. He might have like one of those like anime big enemies at the end of a fighting arc, where
He's
at
not
the
an
end you
anime.
finally see the
Not an
tragic
anime.
backstory.
Don't give Frank this.
What are you talking about?
Don't give this to Frank.
Ow, ow, ow.
Did I hurt you?
Oh, no, I cracked my ankle. It's cool.
Don't give
So
Frank.
are we saying that Katamar has a nemesis?
I have no idea. Well,
Because I know who his nemesis is.
Well, I think we're all in agreement
Is
that
it John C.
Katamar deposed, what's his name?
The one prey that got away.
Oh,
It's in
Jesus.
the
I'm gonna
Discord
open
chat.
Nope. Don't look at it.
Not
Don't
that
look at it,
again.
Kelly.
Ooh,
Don't
there's
make-
something in
I
Discord.
already saw it before anyway.
Don't.
Why is the freak here?
What?
Frank,
Did I say that online?
Frank is posting stupid shit in Discord again.
No.
I just want to clarify because what I said was rude and hurtful. I thought that was the bunny's moniker from that anime. Is because it's a zombie that absorbs other people and acquires their abilities.
Yeah, that thing's a monster.
The fuck is that?
Like Val?
It's a fetish.
12
That's what
Zodiac
it is.
assassins are all fighting for who gets to be the best assassin.
No, Frank.
Yeah,
Hey,
and that bunny is a necromancer, and it's jacked as shit.
hey,
And it keeps getting stronger the more people die.
hey,
Yeah,
we should ban Frank.
Oh my god!
Just saying, I posted yesterday in the COG chat.
I remember it. Yeah.
We should ban Frank.
I have a question. Have we actually agreed on anything yet?
What are we?
I'm hoping so. I was gone for a minute.
Yeah, I think the plan. I
think most of us are in agreement for the most part.
to leave. Yes, we need to leave
Well-
at the 20-minute mark.
There's another question I have for you guys. Do you want Kaluma to be with you guys?
Yes, we like Kaluma.
Raymond. I'm gonna try and see if I can.
Are you asking characters or players?
Both. I think it's important because if your players want Kaluma, I will try as much as I can on my end. I'm already going to try as much as I can on my end, but then I just more confidence. Maybe I go into overdrive or something.
Half of Raven wants Kaluma, the other half doesn't.
The other half probably wants to blow him up.
Oh, like a tree.
How do you like it?
Blow up your house.
So are we just
Got
time
real
skipping
quiet.
to when the guy comes into the room with the army?
No, we're time to go to the
Just put you guys
20-minute mark where we leave, because we're not going to let them come in with the army and then not give Mabel the chance to leave to write.
That's assuming the book works here.
The book
Yeah.
works. I assume the book trumps everything else.
Did Mabel let us know the message came back?
Yeah, I would have.
Then I would assume the book does not work here.
That's
Well, that was
that's
just
a
that
good
was just it.
possibility. I mean,
Paddington stops. He's like, "What are we doing? We need to have a plan before a plan's made for us."
we're going to try to convince him to come with us to teleport, somewhere to show him how it
And then
works.
Paddington walks to the door and says, "We need to speak to your leader." And it's quiet for a second. And then within like 2 minutes,
Jeff Goldblum walks in.
"My God, of course," he says as he walks in flourishing. No, but about 2 minutes later, the door
I
opens.
actually pictured that in my head.
I read an account where someone told about that they were introduced. They were at a party and they were introduced, and they said, "Hi, Jeff. This is so and so," and he says, "My God, of course." And he just this big Jeff Goldblum smile, and he stepped forward and shook his hand, and the person felt like flattered that Jeff Goldblum would know him, And then he was like kind of starstruck and smiled and happy. And about 2 minutes later, he looked over, and someone said like, "Hi, so and so. This is Jeff. This is so and so." And he goes, "My God, of course." And apparently, he did that to everybody in the party, no matter who it was. It's like, "Jeff, this is Jimmy Kimmel." He goes, "Oh my God, of course." And he stepped forward and shook his hand, and he did it to every single person at the party, no matter who they were.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
So
like
what
some
you're saying-
key grip. This is a key grip from the Tonight Show. My God, of
This
course.
only proves
Like-
that Jeff Goldblum is actually God.
Yeah, right. Like here's the Grand Master.
So what you're saying is Jeff Goldblum canonically exists in the World Walkers universe somewhere.
Man, in my heart, he does. So anyway, yeah. So about 2 minutes later, Katamar walks back in, and he kind of looks you guys over, and he says, "What now?"
God damn it!
This man is only capable of close-ups.
Are you already ready? Already?
Please tell me he doesn't say it.
Waiting for Mabel to say something because I don't want
Okay,
to.
I wasn't sure. Okay. We don't want to give you the book, but we can show you how it works.
By leaving in front of me? Is this some kind of clever like flip
Well,
off before
we
you
could
leave?
take you with us.
Takes a step back. Excuse me?
We can take you with us.
How would I get back?
We
You
could just
can come back.
we could just take you to like Ganstaff. Or we could take you to another world of, if you could describe it. The success of the teleport depends on our knowledge. So we've been to Ganstaff, so we can teleport you there.
Do you understand the vast amount of trust you're asking me to get? Like,
Well, if you want to bring someone with you to make you feel safer.
but he's like trying really hard not to explode right now. He goes, "You're asking me to trust you to take me with you. In order to establish that trust, you're willing to let me take somebody else with me."
We're making an attempt at a compromise. You were correct about what you said about adventurers.
We want to help show you how it works, but yeah.
Would the rest of you not be able to track it? So you could track, they could track exactly where you go?
I have a better idea.
Is it?
Let's experiment with it by letting some of you leave and the rest of you stay.
That's true.
Okay. I think that is
I think that'll
fair.
work.
Why didn't we think of that?
I kind of was thinking about it, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to say it.
I'll stay here then.
Who is going to come then?
Let's set this up properly.
Oh, so.
They're going to need a ranger to bring them back. Because they
Going
can't
to
just
need a
teleport
bar
back from Morgan. You can't teleport from Morgan. You can't teleport back. So you'll have to leave the city.
Real.
So,
Sorry, I know I'm not there. I'm just... Sorry.
We just suddenly got a flash of Kaluma in our heads.
So
Where did this come from?
WWKD.
let me put together a group. We're going to have to venture outside the city.
Okay.
Take some time to get prepared, and I still need to find somebody who's going to be your new guide. So
Why can't Kaluma come with us?
because I'd
know
already
that
talked to you that Kaluma is incompetent. He can't travel with
he's
you.
not, though.
When I asked Kaluma for a report, he just stared at me.
There's a language barrier.
Yeah.
It's not a language barrier. He could talk to me, and then he stopped talking to me.
He may be
He's
eccentric.
not the smartest, but he's useful.
To really give him.
And
a
he's
real
just starting to
chance-
rage again. He's like, I'm not going to have my command questioned. Do you understand that? That
Well,
you're not here to discuss with me my decisions, regardless of what you think about me and whether or not we're going to. I've already compromised my decision on this book. My job is to evaluate the dangers of powerful, portal shattering and reality altering artifacts. I've already compromised that. If you're going to sit here and tell me whether or not I made the right decision within my own people, we can't do this.
Can you
Well,
choose someone that doesn't hate trees?
Oh,
does
yeah, that's
he have
fine.
to be our guide? Can he not just come with us?
What?
To be our guide or our
Can he just be your
the person
friend?
assessor? Yeah, he has been with us for quite a bit now.
He is eccentric, but he is helpful.
In what ways? Why don't you
He's a great
guys
shot.
give me a report? Give
He's a
me
great
your
shot.
field report.
He helped us through the Great Forest, and we would never have been able to do that. We don't know anything about it.
How so? Wait, okay, besides the fact that he lives here. Anyone
Not
could have
only-
gotten you to the Great Forest. Anyone who's from Morgan can help you walk to Morgan. Besides walking in a straight line, what did Kaluma do for you?
helping
Well-
guide us
They
and
didn't know anything.
Again, besides
I didn't
guide
say that
us.
character.
well, I'm guide us and letting us know of the dangers and
Besides living
through
here.
them.
He's a great shot, and he's actually if you could speak to him in Elvish, he's reasonably intelligent.
I can speak Elvish.
Then why didn't you just speak Elvish to Kaluma?
And he smiles.
You're just being mean to him?
I needed to know if he could actually speak to the people he was in charge of. And he couldn't.
Gasper actually helped with that. He made it so we can understand him and he can understand us.
You guys not understand what I'm saying? I feel like I'm talking to brick walls here. I'm saying I needed to know if he could speak. I don't care if he formed a rainbow connection with y'all now. It's great that you guys all form some kind of great magic bond now. I needed to know if he was competent enough to talk to you then. And apparently, he walked into a room full of dwarves in a racist nation, got his shit kicked in, but at least he knows where he's from. And he's good at
That makes a
bows.
good point.
And he's good at bows. This is the field report I've gotten so far, and you guys really like him. It's really hard to be mean to you guys. I'm sorry. Go on.
Is it, Peter? Is it?
No,
It is really hard. Like,
I actually did the cough.
Just pretend it's me.
motherfucker. No.
Just pretend it's me in a fucking confession booth or wherever the fuck. Officer fucking Walkerton.
Oh my god, that was like the best day of my life.
No, it wasn't. It was terrible.
We played like a modern day game where I was a cop and I just like verbally beat the shit out of Frankie for like 10 minutes.
Oh, no.
I got several degrees. Not the third degree, not just the first. I got like the second.
Frankie was like
I
an
was a fucking-
infant burn ward by the end of it. It was,
Oh my God.
I got my ass beat by a prisoner. It was bad.
yeah, it was great. But anyway,
What he said.
no,
All right,
he's just
let's-
like, so he's
go for the
he's
history.
good with a bow, which means he's an elf. He knows how to get home, which means he's a kid. And he knows how to talk to you guys now because of a wizard.
And
So
he
a
helped
wizard
us to
did
take-
it.
He helped us to take care of the threat from the other world of the dry green. So he still, did his job for you guys
Good
too.
with a bow.
Well, the short answer is he's a competent ranger and a good healer. And someone with which we have a rapport. You really couldn't ask for much more than that.
And he's been involved with us since we got here. So that's why we want him to come with us.
We can only trust what we are doing with someone we can only do what we are doing with someone that we can trust, and we already know we can trust him.
So you want him and another guide.
I mean, we don't really want another guide, but
Why?
If you
as the more people that we get from other places to help our world, is
You'd think the more help you could get, the better. I'd want an entire army if I could.
that's not how this is supposed to work, though.
Rhalanas operates under a different set of rules.
There is no Rhalanas.
But the rules still apply to us.
We are.
How do you know?
relentless.
We are.
We know. It's not tangible. It's just one of those things that you feel. It's like hunger.
The essence of Rhalanas is still there, even if everything else is not.
I'm all for a new guide.
Well,
Lyrics just in the background.
the underlying problem is the insubordination. Because at the heart of all this is, I'm convinced that Kaluma didn't just get really dumb when he looked at me. If Kaluma can explain to me why he suddenly forgot how to be a Horizon Walker, and if he can explain to me why when I asked for a report, he just stared at me, if he can explain to me why he thought that his commander's desk was a chair, then maybe he can go with you. We'll find
Probably
out.
just-
That's fair.
Stop. You gotta stop. I'm almost there.
Okay.
And you guys
okay.
keep making excuses for him. Like, he's gonna be making plenty of excuses in a second.
That's fair.
So, are you all willing to vouch for him and put yourselves on the line for him?
No, the tables have turned. We came into Morgan. He's got to vouch for all of us. Now we have to vouch for him. Yes, we
Yeah.
are.
This is a bad idea.
Paddington looks at the Guardian. We are? Yeah, we
Almost
are.
a companion.
And looks over at Lyrics.
The other guardian of my heart.
I may not like it, but I'll go with the group.
All right, let me go talk to him. Wherever you are, if you're like not readily available, there are Horizon Walkers who are willing to helpfully escort you back to the office if you're not there. Kaluma?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Does he want the report now?
They don't say anything. They just help you get there. They leave you in the office alone with him. He stands. He says, I've been spending some time talking with what's left of Rhalanas. They've refused to turn over their book. They've brought some sort of interdimensional monstrosity they keep inside of a curtain or a blanket, inside of a useless artifact. Did you know about that when you brought them inside of the Horizon Walkers?
Are you speaking in Elvish or Common?
He's speaking in Common right now. Then he says, when you joined up with them, could you speak Common fluently? Did you feel confident you'd be able to handle them? He says in Elvish.
Lauren said I could.
When I asked you to talk to me earlier, why didn't you speak to me? Why'd you just stare at me?
I was waiting for you to ask a question.
I said, give me your report.
Where do you want me to begin?
Give me your assessment of this group.
I am doing this. Kaluma's just probably getting more rigid and stiff. I'm trying to relax so I can think properly.
He's like, you don't have to. I've already talked to them extensively. They refuse to turn over the book. So the only way for me to take it from them is by force. When it comes to the gauntlet, I've explained to them that the gauntlet is useless, that the Elder Stones are shattered and gone because the world of Rhalanas is gone. There is no guardian of Rhalanas because you can't be a guardian of something that's gone. They won't turn the gauntlet over because they insist that they have to banish the creature back on Parlith, it sounds like. I've offered to banish the creature in the elemental plane of fire. The creature would
He's
not.
called the Midnight King.
Thank
The
you.
solar
They didn't tell me
Elvis,
that.
right?
Not Midnight. Something else.
Nightmare.
So
Not there.
the Midnight King would
This is an Elvis.
I don't know. Yeah. It's
No,
all,
this is common.
no, it's all Elvish.
Oh, it's Elvish now?
That's him. Yeah. He started talking a long time ago. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought we started in common and we.
He
is it
did. He
Elvish
started
now?
in common, and then after about a couple of sentences, he's been speaking in Elvish.
Kaluma hasn't noticed at all.
He says they seem to think that this Midnight King not only would survive the elemental plane of fire, but would find a way to escape it. I don't know if they simply have no concept of the elemental planes, or if they understand this creature better than I do, which would put this thing at some sort of like demigod status. You have an assessment of them. Is this creature truly this powerful?
From. Kaluma would be answering immediately, but I'm just trying to figure out how to phrase it.
Sure.
This Midnight King came from Rhalanas.
Mm-hmm.
When we talked to Gasper, he said that problems that on Rhalanas or things that come from Rhalanas are only resolved when there's a good conclusion, a satisfying conclusion. So,
what's your assessment of the fact that, again, there is no Rhalanas? Is Rhalanas so powerful that the destruction of Rhalanas doesn't resolve Rhalanas' problems?
there was still a church.
What? Why are they hiding that from me? So there's still a Rhalanas.
Told him that there was still a lot.
Did you
Yeah,
guys?
we told him.
Did you tell them about the church, though?
We didn't.
No,
say
we didn't tell him about church.
We
Right.
just said that
It wasn't
Rhalanas killed
completely destroyed. I think that was.
Yeah, we didn't specify.
All right.
There was a church, and then there's a bit of darkness outside, and then
There's a bit
whatever
of darkness outside.
Yeah, it slowly eats away at whatever walks into it. But we managed to get back to the church, and the church seems okay.
Except for the
No, actually, they kind of started breaking the church.
He's telling you.
I don't think you're helping.
I'm trying, Reven. Sorry, all these actions are me being Data, not Kaluma. Kaluma's just trying to be formal and respectful.
How big is this darkness?
I don't know. Bigger than the church, and it was all that could be perceived outside of the church.
And the darkness is eating away the church.
I don't think so.
Oh, I misheard you, I guess.
No, they were the ones that broke it.
No, wait.
Wait, what?
Well, there's now a hole in the church.
That was the garbage.
We didn't.
That was like the mirror or whatever.
Yeah, we
No,
didn't-
I thought it was when the elemental.
Let's
stone
go.
off of the gauntlet.
I don't want to do this back and forth.
Josh
Come
is
with me.
right, but
Come with
Kaluma
me.
kind of
Oh,
And he drags you to the group.
literally drags.
No. Like,
Okay.
He brings you to the group in a dramatic fashion.
You have no option of walking. You must be dragged.
I mean, I did say Kaluma was stiff.
When I see Kaluma enter the room, I'm just gonna sigh.
Whatever happened, it was not good.
So you guys enter the room. We have to talk.
I'm getting a sense of deja vu.
Oh, okay.
Tell me about this broken church. And the forever darkness that surrounds it?
Who told you that?
Yeah, and Kaluma's there with you guys.
Kaluma waves a little bit and then goes back to standing.
It's known as the Church of Wisdom. It formerly housed the Mirror of Wisdom, in which is now contained in that shard.
Oh yeah, and that's the Midnight King?
Nightmare King.
Nightmare King.
Nightmare King.
Right, that.
The Nightmare King.
Yes.
Do you know
Um,
him?
No.
Insight check that.
Good.
Kaluma doesn't have to, but
What'd you get?
Like a 2. I'm sorry, 3.
You can't figure it out.
Imagine that.
Hobson was convinced that darkness that surrounds the church is some sort of living nightmare.
It's all nightmare?
I
We
don't
know.
know.
I possibly
It appears to be.
time is really funny out there when you're out
Time,
there.
time and space away from the church seem to lose meaning.
We went into it for 9 months, but it was only like a little while for us.
It was about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Inside the nightmare was 9 months outside of it.
And Kaluma, you didn't think to bring this up to the Horizon Walkers yet? Was that the first thing you do when you come into town?
sorry.
Were you going to bring it up?
Of course.
He did say that's why we were coming here, to deliver the report.
Is this Hobson doing anything about it?
Gave
What
us
is he
the book.
directing that at?
To the whole group.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Gave us the book.
Gave
us the
you a
book.
book. Just kind of pulls back.
He was trying to get into the church, but he couldn't.
Yeah. So our mission is to bring back the people of Rhalanas who are scattered about the various worlds. All of them need to be present inside
Why?
that church because we're going to remake Rhalanas.
How? With a bunch of people going to church? That's a
And-
lot of faith.
We need someone named the Architect as the final piece.
Must
Oh,
be.
you're
Yeah.
literally going to build the world with an architect?
The architect
Probably.
appears to be a metaphor.
Probably
Yeah,
magic.
It's one of those it's like the Architect with a capital A,
Oh, well. Then.
like a title. Like I don't know who this guy is.
I think. No, I wasn't there. I don't know. Or Kaluma doesn't know. Never mind. Sorry.
So
The mission revolves around rewriting the story of Rhalanas. with the people that were saved.
What?
and bringing
I'm
them
getting
all-
too far into your guys' shit. I don't care about this. We're gonna have to get Horizon Walkers out to this church. How do I get to your church?
There's only one way.
Okay.
That's with the book.
Then we're back to the book.
I don't think you want to go to the church. In
Right.
that, I know you do, but
Oh, good. Okay.
if you
Well,
go to
there's
the
nothing
church,
wrong with the church.
Yeah,
It's the only safe thing.
yeah,
but there is a whole literal horizon worth of danger.
yeah, and if you go out there, you're going to get split up and separated, and then you'll just wander, and years will pass.
It
Oh, well,
tried
if it's
to
dangerous, we
separate
shouldn't
us.
go out there. I don't want to send my men out there.
Yeah, you probably don't know if you would see them again.
Never mind.
But that's the plan. That's the reason why we have to do it and not Hobson is because of the rules that Rhalanas operates on. The better the story, the stronger the world becomes when we rewrite it.
And the story needs to be written by Rhalanas' children.
I know you're not going to like this line of questioning, but what happens if you remake this world? But you give a home to this horizon full of nightmares.
What do you mean?
Well, you've got a skyline full of terrible creatures, right? They just don't have anywhere to go, it sounds like.
Yeah.
And then you give them a world.
I don't know.
Okay.
It didn't.
Give them a world separate from Rhalanas.
These nightmares can reach any world already. They're not just contained to Rhalanas. They are not from Rhalanas.
Wait, what?
Oh, that's right.
We did learn on Arcadia that creatures like this have been spotted in Menroth.
Yeah.
Insight checks.
Well,
or perception checks. Perception checks.
Ooh, that's
Luma rolled
14.
bluff.
20.
14.
15.
14.
16 and above, raise your hands. Anyone 16 and above sees that he he looks to the side.
He looks to the side.
Yeah, he just kind of averts his gaze.
Do you know about this?
I do not. So you're going to have to give us access to this church because we're going to have to investigate this.
But how are you going to investigate if you can't go out into it?
I don't know. This is this is literally what we do.
I mean, I looked at the group. Is there any stipulation that we can't bring non-Rhalanas?
I mean, I guess not. We've already brought Kaluma.
It was never brought up.
Yeah, we brought Kaluma, so I mean, I don't think there's any harm in bringing you. Just
To take him somewhere.
Just don't know what.
But then how do we leave? I guess that's
the problem is that we need the book to leave.
To be with us.
The book
We
is the
could
way
show
to-
you the church. We could show you outside.
Would they
Yeah,
be able to
can-
message, or not in character, but would they be able to message us? Since it can go through
I
the-
don't know. I don't know because
That's a good point. We haven't
darkness
tried to
is
message
real.
Hobson.
we have tried to. We can't message Hobson because I didn't meet Hobson.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
we have to do it anyway.
Perhaps message could be used.
Wait, like for just message could be used for what exactly again? Like for if they
For
go
us to
out
contact
into it?
each other.
For yeah.
Oh,
For the okay.
stay in contact.
I'll get a team together.
Okay.
This keeps getting delayed, but we'll leave in a We'll leave in 2 hours.
I look over to Kaluma, kind of with a glare, since he's making noise.
He looks over at you. Are you clearing your throat? Are you asking for something? Are you? What is this?
What? Gesturing over to Val.
Yeah.
Nightmare King. This is in common again. You guys all hear it normally, like, hey,
Yeah.
what about the Nightmare King? Like, we still need to take care of that. Would it be possible to get the night's rest, take care of that, and then come back here and then send the group over so that you can take as much time as you need because we'll all be there?
And Katamar looks to you and Katamar explain. He looks to you in Elvish and he goes, "Can you explain to them the validity of the elemental plane of fire?"
What do you mean? It's obvious. It's fire. It burns everything.
Right. So why can't we dump the Nightmare King there again?
What do you mean?
They won't let me dump it there. They insist on taking it all the way to Parlith somewhere and leaving this thing on our world.
Oh, I think because they didn't want to hurt another person of Rhalanas who was in the gauntlet.
How is that going to help? Like, why?
That's a good question. Kaluma doesn't remember that.
Why? Yeah. What are they going to do here that's different than doing it there? Like,
satisfying ending. This is literally the conversation it was brought up for.
We don't understand Elvish.
Yeah.
I know. I'm
the
just
other person in the gauntlet.
I'm just reminding him that it's like this was the conversation that brought up satisfying endings.
There's another more important reason, but Kaluma doesn't remember it.
Yeah. So talk to them real quick.
Of course. Hey guys, it sounds like you might be able to keep your stuff if we can meet some expectations.
Like?
What?
Right, I'm getting ahead of myself. So, why can't we just throw the stuff into the elemental plane of fire?
Because Father Jacoby is an essential part of rebuilding Rhalanas, and we have to rescue him first.
We will need him.
Not only that,
And Katamar says, "That's what I don't understand. How are you guys going to rescue him?"
We have to pull him out of
we need
the shard.
We need to enter the shard somehow.
That's what I was asking you. How can you enter that? I thought that wasn't a portal.
Esper seemed to know a way. We don't know how exactly yet. I think maybe by looking into it, but we're not sure.
Do we remember?
Yeah, I think it was you. Like, you were supposed to be able to go in there.
Me?
No.
No. Out of
Raven.
game. There was someone who had a spell. What was it?
Raven, I think, can go in there. Or
Yeah,
no,
what
Kaluma. Kaluma.
What was the spell? Oh, the portal through Kaluma. That's
I
right.
wonder why we're keeping this guy around.
That's right. Okay, yeah.
Like practically as he stated before, he knows the way home and he can shoot. What else is he good for? Oh right, he can open portals.
Well, we haven't done it yet, so we don't. It's like.
Is that a spell?
No, it's a special ability. I can just see here's a traverse across the multiverse. I'm just gonna walk through it now.
Is that like a ranger?
It's a Horizon Walker thing.
Out loud, I'm going to say, but if we throw the glove into the plane of fire,
Not the glove, just whatever's inside of it.
That sounds reasonable, except until you said that Jacobs was important for rebuilding the world. How is he important for world building?
He has
He
to.
was one of the ones rescued.
I think he has a lot of
Thompson-
knowledge.
He's one of the important people of Rhalanas that's important to rebuild.
Because he was the caretaker of the Church of Wisdom.
We were hoping Kaluma would be able to figure out a way to get us into the shard.
And the reason,
any Horizon Walker can do that.
And the reason we don't want
If
to
it's a
throw the shard in
portal,
there.
but you guys said it wasn't a portal.
We don't know exactly what it is.
We're hoping it's a port we can get into, but
And as far as casting it in the fire, things on Rhalanas just have a tendency not to work that well in that way. Things that seem impossible happen for no reason, and vice versa. I can't explain it. It's just a thing about Rhalanas that keeps happening.
Casper told us he could get rid of the creature as well, but it would just find its way back.
Question.
Hmm.
Your world's all about stories, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would your story work with a sacrifice?
Mm-hmm.
like
I mean,
what?
maybe, but who? What? Why would we let someone die for this?
Don't let someone die.
I
Get
look
hit.
over at Kaluma.
Get get the guy out of there, and then toss the glove in there with the mirror shard. Whatever it is.
Not going to sacrifice the gauntlet, though.
Oh, okay.
That's not just sacrificing the gauntlet, that's sacrificing the guardianship.
The guardian is an important figure of Rhalanas, and they need to be there too.
Mm.
So not only would the creature have a shard of the mirror, but he'd also have the gauntlet when he decides to come back.
I'm telling
He wouldn't come back if it was a sacrifice. Or
That has
I don't know. I don't know how stories work, I guess.
Yeah. The main problem with the Plane of Fire also is that if that thing survives, it can adapt. All it needs to do. Actually, no, it can. That was one of the things we found out from one of the people on Rhalanas. That thing can take on the properties, the abilities of things it takes out. All it has to do is find a fire elemental before it's too late, and then it can just live in the Plane of Fire, and then it's just one summon away from getting
That
loose.
sounds scary.
Yeah.
Well, one of the few things we know about it is that it does consume beings and things of power.
Nightmare King almost completely destroyed Rhalanas. It's very strong.
All right, then I'll leave it alone. So, let me get my people together.
You know, as all this is going on, I'm sitting there thinking, trying to wonder why the Nightmare King chose our planet or our world first.
It
The
wasn't
Secret
that
Keepers told us already.
it wasn't that it chose us, it was that the kid went there to the wishing well and like opened it up. That was what it was.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, get your affairs in order. And with
right.
that, he walks
Would
away.
My affairs
I
are in
guess
order.
Kaluma follows
Yeah.
him.
Do we want to wait a little bit
He's
longer
a-
and tend to our wounds?
You can follow if you want to, but he's like, you can stay with the group.
Oh, okay. Kaluma goes back inside.
Nice.
And Paddington's
You'll
like, I guess you're
probably
stuck
know
with
this is
us.
the first time Kaluma has not been wearing all of his armor and heavy clothing.
Yeah. Paddington
I'm
just
just
kind
in
of
the
flops
corner.
on the bed. And he's like, God.
I thought we were going to get to sleep.
Why didn't you all sleep when we first got here?
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
We've only been here like a few hours, maybe.
I slept as soon as we got in the room.
Time to roll some hit dice.
Yeah.
I'm full. I just need some spell
I'm
slots.
not. Well,
Which require 8 hours of rest for you guys.
Ooh, I can use my
yeah,
arcane recovery.
I could use some spell slots
Oh yes, arcane recovery.
and health. I mean, I still have
Paddington, you okay?
It's ridiculous.
Yep.
What is?
We need to get in some kind of position of power. I'm sick of getting pushed around by everyone.
I hear you.
That's what we're trying to do, kind of.
No, I know. I just... Seems like we're always on somebody else's turf, playing by somebody else's rules.
Well, you're also in somebody else's world and their kingdoms. and are subject to their laws and rules.
That's what I just said.
Paddington, you're beginning to sound like an adventurer.
I hate it.
You're such a
Being an
good
adventurer?
adventurer.
It's hard.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how you know it is worthwhile.
Or just a pain
Yes.
in the butt.
Yeah. Like he almost had like a moment of like tenderness, and he was like, "Yeah, it is just a big pain in the butt. Everything is.
but it's worthwhile.
Is it?
Yeah,
We're
it's absolutely
saving our
worthwhile.
world, so yeah, it's very worthwhile.
Gave me purpose.
Is there a chair? Kalum was just going to sit in a chair and meditate. Oh, I guess I could probably call Mickey at this point.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. It's just like a swirl of spiritual energy, and then just this spiritual dog rips out.
Oh, I go to pet the
It,
dog.
It actually came off of you because Mickey was the one with the hunter's mark marking you.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
So Mickey kind of just ran off of you and just came over.
Tab's just gonna hobble over and just kind of keel over on top of the
The
dog.
dog was inside you all along.
Oh my god.
Are you
Oh.
okay?
Do we need to roll something for healing, or
If you're using hit dice and stuff, yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
did.
I'm at full, so
There you go.
I'm at full too, but I'm missing a couple
Sure,
of
yes.
spells.
all right, Data? What do I get for the healing dog?
Nothing.
What?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were casting that healing dog.
No, Kaluma just wanted to see Mickey.
Oh,
He's not giving it to you.
all right, hit dice it is.
Oh shit!
This
I forgot.
explains so much. I body slammed the dog. Why would you do that? I thought he was healing me.
I'm sorry. Why did you body slam the dog?
Oh
I
man.
got attracted by a
Yes,
text.
yes, I did.
I just
I'm like,
remembered-
Tab's like, heal me.
you killed the dog. You killed it. I'm so glad that I get my wild shapes back from short rests.
I get. Oh yeah, I did.
I get all of them back apparently.
I wish I got something back on a short rest.
Get my inspiration back. Ooh.
Sorry, Frank.
Roll some.
Oh no, sorry. I
Jesus.
wasn't trying to bitch.
I designed that class. Like I'm doing what I can, Frank.
I'm sorry, dude.
Jesus.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm glad I'm meditating because I can go through portals after a short rest.
Oh hell yeah.
I'm not going to have any spells, but I can do a short. But I can get us in there.
Oh man, that was funny.
What was?
Frankie's like, wish I got something off a short rest. I was like,
Sorry.
man, I just. Oh
That's
man.
pretty much all I got back because I was at full health, but I took it because wild shapes, man.
Wow,
I want to be a dire wolf some more. I want to be a big dog.
Me too.
All right, so short rests out of the way.
We did it.
But short rests don't they take no, they take an hour.
Hour.
Yeah.
Hour.
Almost got that messed up. Yeah, so about an hour later, you guys get packed up, and a little bit after.
Back. I got to get my stuff.
Okay.
Kaluma leaves.
Okay.
Gets his stuff. Sorry.
Yep. And with everything packed up and ready to go, you meet down in the gathering hall, and you've got about 20 different Horizon Walkers down there ready to meet you. By the time it's about that time.
Man.
Yeah.
20. Jeez, when he said a team, he wasn't kidding.
Yeah. And
This guy goes hard. We know this.
Yep. Katamar himself looks like he's actually a little bit geared up as well. And he
I'm
says,
questioning in my own mind as if the book can teleport this many people.
Yeah, we don't know if it can.
That's a good
No,
question.
we're gonna find out.
And
Write Katamar's name first, and then just be like, and then the rest of them.
The team of Horizon Walkers.
all right, and so
Katamar's chosen team.
Katamar looks and he says, "All right, so how does this work?"
Well, I will write up what I need to transport all of us there.
Wait, is this going to work inside this building? Because last time we tried it somewhere, the book got taken.
What do you mean?
We should probably get.
We did that.
First.
We tried teleporting inside the.
Well, we're not going to do it here inside Morgan. It's not like
Yeah, we can't
going-
teleport inside Morgan in general.
Oh, okay.
I think they
No,
said,
you
right?
can leave. You can teleport out of Morgan. You just can't come back.
Oh, okay.
Well, why are we going to leave then?
To go to the church.
Yeah, but he's saying we're not going to do it in Morgan.
I guess
right?
we can if you want to. We just typically, out of respect for the city, we don't cast spells.
Oh, that's
Oh,
fair.
well,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we'll take a step out.
Yeah, we will. I know. I'm just asking before we go. Just wanted to understand. We want to know what we're getting into.
So we're going to write in the book, and then after we're done writing, that's when the teleport happens.
Oh, it's not a portal then. It's just a teleportation.
Yeah.
It is teleportation based, yes.
Okay. That's it?
Yeah.
All right. Do you guys need anything else before we go?
I think we
I think I'm good.
I think we got what we need for now.
All right, then. And then he adjusts his backpack and everyone makes sure they're ready to go. And then you all march out of the hall. And you're ready to leave?
Yep.
Yeah. You make your way into the snowy banks of the Great Forest once again.
And that's when we meet the Time Stalker.
No.
Morning Leap show up.
That's when we meet Jeff Goldblum. That's what you meant.
My God,
My
it's
God, of course.
you. Yeah.
We meet that fucked up rabbit dude.
No. Mm-mm.
That's when we meet Billy Joel. He just lives in the forest.
All right, so yeah, you take maybe about 5 minutes out into the forest, and he stops, turns around, says, "All right, whatever you're gonna do, let's do it here."
You ready? Okay.
And what do you write?
I will write the description again of the church being inside with all the pews and
So you're taking them inside the church.
inside, and I will, yeah, like he said, describe the group, and then also Katamar and his chosen team of Horizon Walkers,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, that's what I'm basically writing.
Okay.
And do my roll. Well, it's not my best one.
No.
13.
A 13.
Yeah.
All right.
That's plus 11. That's a plus 11. Yeah.
Wow. All
Thank
right.
God it's plus
So
11.
there's kind of this like swirl of energy, but it doesn't feel the same as you normally that same whisk that you normally get. You can feel the book kind of almost struggle to take so many people with it this time.
Oh God.
The pages kind of flip and there's kind of this like pull and this energy kind of burst forth, and then instead of kind of just this that usually accompanies the teleportation, you can feel all of you kind of like try to be lifted up
Oh my God.
and then sucked into the magic. And that's it for tonight. We will see you guys next week. 7 o'clock is our usual start time. World Walkers Rhalanas, thank you guys so much for joining us. Yeah, we'll see what happens next time. Bye, everyone. Thanks.
All new characters.
Are you
Go
shitting me, Vader?
Go play
All right,
Just
okay.
Cause 4.
Just Cause 4 looks really good. All right. See you guys later.
If I had
Thanks.
Just Cause 4, I'd be playing it because, yeah, take care, everyone.
Good times. Bye.
I think I finally hit my limit on Titan Quest.